It's only Scooby Dooby Bloody Doo from the 2 to the 00 to the 2.
Wow.
Oh my days. We're going to chat about this one. It's myself, it's Kofi, it's Huw. There they are. Sound like a right little scrappy there.
Put him up.
Up where? Scooby-Doo. It is a 2002 movie based upon the famous Scooby-Doo franchise. Little history. What takes us to this film? Well, we kick off in 1969 with Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Followed by... the Scooby-Doo movies, the Scooby-Doo Show, Scooby's All-Star Laugh Olympics, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, the new Scooby and Scrappy-Doo Show, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, and a pup named Scooby-Doo. That takes us to 1991, and then we had a bit of a break for over a decade until we received this film. But at least it came out the same year as What's New Scooby-Doo?
Coming after you.
We're gonna solve their mystery. Which was a lot better than what we received here. Let's get right into the action. We kick off at a toy factory with Mystery Inc. taking on the Lunar Ghost.
It's just a guy in a white sheet.
Classic material. Yeah, just an old bloke, old man Smithers.
Yeah, it's just physics, isn't it? Everyone has just got helium up their backsides. Like,
this is our first meeting of the gang. We got Fred, Daphne, Shaggy, Velma, and Scoob, of course. I think the casting's okay, to be honest.
No.
No, you're not a fan?
Fred can fuck off.
Oh, well, Fred can, yes.
He was the shittest cast ever. Like Fred in the cartoons is like this nerdy man, and like in this one, he's a little weird fucking heartthrob that everyone loves for no reason.
That's also true.
What did they do?
I mean, Daphne loves him in this film because she's also married to him in real life.
That's the only reason he was on this film then, wasn't it?
It actually was.
Who you know? I don't know, I mean, what do you make of the casting of Velma?
I really like it.
Yeah,
Because I love
right.
Linda Cardellini anyway. I fucking love that woman.
Yeah. I mean, she did a great job.
She's kind of like an outcast as well. It's like she's really the one who's like the brains of the operation, but Fred's a prick and takes all the credit for it, which is what makes them immediately just decide, nah, I'm quitting.
Yeah, that was weird. That he was like, I quit. No, you don't. I quit first. No, I quit too. What? How did this happen, guys? What are you quitting? Just being friends?
Well, surely there should be proper procedures. It's Mystery Inc. like incorporated. Like, surely they've got some sort of contractual obligation.
Definitely
Like,
got a business account, haven't they?
the business account is raided by Shaggy and Scooby, who just go on like a food holiday for a few years.
Oh, I tell you what, I love that part of the film. There's subtle humour there of Shaggy and Scooby when they're on the beach in the mystery machine.
Yeah, man, that's great.
And there's just smoke come out the top of it.
And the song that comes on as well. Fucking pass
Yeah. It's so good. And they just like talk about toasted as his next line. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that.
I quite like it. There's a lot of adult humour like throughout the film, and there was even more of it originally. They actually had to shave a lot of it out because this film was like an R rating originally.
Oh my,
Really?
Yeah. The original script was so much like darker.
Oh my god.
But they have kept like some good stuff, like Shaggy's girlfriend is Mary Jane. He's like, that's my favourite name.
That was class.
Oh, it's good. I like the casting of Shaggy. I like Matthew Lillard
he
anyway.
definitely did really well.
Suits the role perfectly. And we have a really good green lycra dog actor in this film.
He's just cute, like.
You know what? For 2002 standards, I don't think the CGI is that bad.
I think it's not too bad.
Yeah.
In some scenes, you can see sort of like the texture of the fur.
It's worse on the monsters, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they look a bit shoddy.
Just like purple fucking blobs everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not the greatest, like...
Can't complain though, 2002, it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it did have a pretty chunky budget of $84 million.
That's basically $3 billion in today's money, like.
But it did have a successful box office of 275.7.
That's not bad. It did have like fucking 45 years of a build up to a film, to be honest.
About 12 fucking series as well to establish it. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so you're alright, you're sorted. But the main mystery of the film, of course, is that all the gang are reunited and they're paid 10 grand each, along with some perks, to go to Spooky Island, which is this theme park getaway place, and all the teenagers who go there acting really weird. And Johnny English wants to know why.
Wasn't his best film, was it?
No.
Rowan Atkinson. He was hardly in it as well. I wanted to see more of him. I want his humour.
How much of the $3 billion of today's money do you think went to Rowan Atkinson?
One.
That's fair. And when we get there, it's just a bit of a runaround film after that, really. But here you go. Find out why the kids are acting weird.
Yeah, it's all over the place, isn't it? I remember seeing this as a kid back in 2002. 8-year-old? I remember coming out of the cinema as an 8-year-old just not having a clue what was going on. And I kind of feel the same as a 28-year-old. It is just kind of all over the place, isn't it? It's a free-for-all in terms of the writing.
It is a bit crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. There's some random little gags thrown in there, like the farting scene between Scooby and Shaggy. Like, that is just America bottled up in a scene, isn't it? Sorry to the Americans.
Yeah, sorry to the majority of our audience. Yeah, it's just a bit scattered, isn't it? Because even though the team have reunited, immediately they go, all right, let's split up. What's the point of being a group then?
Connor, you appear to be the most knowledgeable about the cartoons. What's Daphne's character like?
Well, she was just the one who got kidnapped pretty much every episode and was the one who needed saving.
Right, okay. So they've just tried to follow that narrative, have they?
They've tried to follow it while also kind of going, well, what would happen if we actually made Daphne a bit dependable and she can hold her own and she can actually fight Mexican wrestlers that are 3 times the size of her, but she still ends up walking headfirst into trouble like a fucking idiot. So I don't know where they're going with it. Are they trying to take the piss out of her or improve her? It turns out that the island has facilities to brainwash these kids into becoming well-behaved adults who jive talk.
No big whoop, dog. Yo, did you catch that new vid on the box?
True that. I'm up to snuff.
I don't know why though.
Right at the beginning when someone comes out of the island and they meet one of their friends coming from it, he goes hey, how was the island? And the girl's back off my grill, son, and then picks him up and throws him away.
It's the way that he flies off though. That's the whole helium thing that I'm on about. He doesn't just fall into the ground.
He slowly floats away. Even when Daphne's fighting, she does the same thing, doesn't she? Right at the end, just 14 triple spins in the sky and stays in the same place.
It's just a bit weird. It's because you would have never seen any of that in the cartoon. So why are we now making everyone even Fred? What's going on?
That's why the only real ones, Shaggy and Scooby, they were played perfectly.
I would agree.
See, I think Shaggy and Scooby, maybe just Shaggy needs to be cancelled.
All right, let's go into it. It's the woke corner with Huw.
The scene where they're all sort of swapping souls. Shaggy jumps into Daphne's body and he says, "What's wrong with you? Don't you ever eat?" He's putting pressure on her. It's disgusting. Also, I've got another example of Shaggy and Scooby as well. It's a good job it was at the end of the film because it made us want to turn off. They're glorifying gorging themselves, which is disgusting in a cost of living crisis. I know it was in 2002, but
yeah, it's a retrospective 20-year-old cost of living crisis.
They should have known. Don't do that. I think there should be a disclaimer at the beginning of the film just to say trigger warning.
All the fucking 7-year-olds back in 2002 what the fuck do you mean? Trigger warning. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Someone who does deserve cancelled, who we get a bit of backstory on, it's Scrappy-Doo.
Well,
isn't
this
it?
is what threw us here.
What a little prick. I just don't like him. I know he's irritating always anyway, but they've really went to town on this absolute little It's just a bellend, nothing likeable about him, even in a tongue-in-cheek
I don't get what
fashion.
makes him go mad.
Yeah! Are we talking about the plot now?
It's just the villain who wants to take over the world, isn't it, though? When you take the mask off, obviously Rowan Atkinson is a robot, but it's the little thing that's controlling the robot.
Yeah, it's like watching Men in Black.
Yeah, there's another example. There's so many examples of it in cinema over the years where the antagonist is the least intimidating thing, but that's the humour of it, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't funny at all.
Even when it gets turned into massive Scrappy, what's going on? They've brought genetic modification into it.
Aye.
It just looks a bit shit.
It's funny at the end though when Rowan Atkinson sort of crawls out of his hole like Saddam Hussein.
It was a surprising name popping up in the credits, though. It was written by James Gunn of Guardians of the Galaxy
No
fame,
way.
which surprised me, actually, considering how comedy-less it is. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's weird because I used to love this film when I was younger, and when the film, like, booted up, I was really into it. The soundtrack's got so many American Pie-esque pop-punk ballads.
Yes, it does.
I was like, oh, I am fucking loving this. And then as soon as they were, like, in the kind of haunted castle, and it's like, you've got two massive pendulums coming towards you, and rather than standing out of the way and missing by a mile, they just decide to use a book to block the blade. Like, that was when I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm done. And then I just lost interest after that. But I had an enjoyable opening third.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
A lot of films I watch don't have. So, like, this is still ranking higher than a lot of things I've seen.
It used to be a fun little family movie to enjoy, but over time it's proved its shitness.
Tears families apart is what you're trying to say.
Oh my god.
It wasn't very good. I'd say Scooby-Doo was voice acted very well.
Yes.
CGI, we'll give it a pass. Casting, I didn't mind. I actually thought it was good casting.
I agree. Well, I think we may just have about unmasked Scooby-Doo from 2002. Yeah, thanks, Kofi. If you would like to support the channel some more, leave some recommendations for things you'd like us to talk about down below, please, and subscribe while you're there. Thanks.
Right.
See ya.